and so do we. Ships from various countries come to Antarctica to net swarming krill by the billions for use in dietary supplements or to feed farmed salmon and aquarium fish. A damp Adelie fledgling struggles to shake the moisture from its muddy down. Warming has increased precipitation so much along the western Antarctic peninsula that many penguin chicks, whose moisture-repelling feathers haven't yet come in, get soaked and then freeze to death in polar winds. Eggs, meanwhile, are drowning in flooded nests. A leopard seal nips at a young Adelie penguin before dragging it deep and drowning it near Antarctic Sound at the peninsula's northern tip. These half-ton predators sometimes toy with penguins, slapping them against the sea surface. Typically, leopard seals hunt alone from offshore ice flows, but with sea ice appearing later and disappearing sooner, they now often congregate close to shore, where the penguin colonies are. On a morning when 5 leopard seals could be seen circling nearby, these chin-strapped Gen 2 and Adelie penguins raced ashore, stumbling and bumping into one another on their way back to their respective colonies. A skua bathes in a tide pool. Skuas prey on penguin eggs and chicks, fish, and krill. They also act as scavengers, the Antarctic equivalent of vultures, on constant cleanup duty in a place where carcasses don't decompose because of the icy cold. Warm water and warm air sculpted this iceberg. As its base melted, says glaciologist Richard Alley, plumes of fresh meltwater flowed up its flanks, pulling in warm seawater to carve deep grooves. As the top melted, the iceberg became lighter and rose out of the water. Bones of blue whales still dot the peninsula's coast, a stark reminder of how fast humans can upend the natural world. After more than a century of whaling, much of it along these shores, the blue whale population is 5% of what it once was. A sun-powered sail into space, imagined by astronomers from Johannes Kepler to Carl Sagan, a solar sailing spacecraft is poised for launch by Bill Nye. Do you know the current phase of the moon? Most of us don't have any idea. Nowadays, we hardly need to know. But before there were street lamps and electric lights everywhere, people watched the night sky diligently. So when a very bright comet appeared in 1607, people were frightened and fascinated. German astronomer Johannes Kepler thought deeply about what he saw that year. He reasoned that the spectacular tale of what we now call Halley's Comet, named after English scientist Edmund Halley, who computed its orbit, was probably caused by the sun's warmth somehow evaporating or liberating material from the comet's surface. Kepler imagined exploring those starscapes. Given ships or sails adapted to the breezes of heaven, there will be those who will not shrink from even that vast expanse, he wrote. Ships